Walter Overcordia, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the Irish at Home and Abroad. Now, don't forget later on the programme we're crossing over to Martin Logan in Manchester, who has some more great stories featuring the Irish community in the UK. But first, this week we're off to the Crossmolina Community Festival.
We probably start in February. It's a fantastic committee of maybe 20-25 people from around the town. So we start in February with weekly meetings, and you have it more or less done by May.
And the actual festival itself runs from when to where?
It runs from Wednesday to Sunday. So from Wednesday the 19th to next Sunday the 23rd. Five days, 5 nights.
And what can people look forward to at this year's festival?
This year we tried to have fantastic fun for all the family. So Wednesday is dance day, today is dance day, and we've got a social dance tonight, a member of James Hogan, who was a valued member of the Crossmolina Community Festival Committee. Then we've got lots of children's events. Tomorrow night the headline act is Sharon Shannon. We also have kids events tomorrow. Friday we've got a comedy night, a new event, Ladies Night. Again, lots of workshops, art, music. Saturday we've got Lee Matthews, he's the country band. We've got the Teddy Bears Picnic. We also got the Traders Race. On Sunday then we've got a brand new event. It's the Family Fun Day, a novelty knockout challenge, and it finishes up with the Singing Pubs Grand Final on next Sunday night.
And the cost of organising a festival like this, how do you fund it?
We funded, we have maybe throughout the year 3 or 4 fundraising events, but then see the local businesses come behind us and sponsor us and help us out really. And then the public as well. Like last year the public really supported the festival. Our aim always was to bring in headline acts, and if the public support those headline acts, then we have the funds to have free things for their kids and their grandkids. This year we have Sharon Shannon and Joe Rooney, who both appeared at Glastonbury. And for acts like that to come to Crossmolina, a small town, it's great for people because they don't have to travel to Dublin or bigger places to see international acts like that.
Vicky, you're a publican here in Crossmolina. How does that feel?
Oh, it's great now. We have the pub here behind us. Attached myself and my husband run it, so it's really good now. We thoroughly enjoy it. We have great support from the town, and we'll be always kind of tipping away in music at the weekend, so it's good. The festival is a huge help to all the pubs in the town, massive, and it's a really our bread and butter during the summer. So, and with that as well, we have the St. Patrick's Day parade then, and that also is just a massive help. So it's brilliant to have it.
You're chairperson of the festival, so what does that entail?
It entails a lot of work on behalf of the people that are involved in the committee. Now, we've got a serious bunch of people. We've got 25 people in this committee, and without them we wouldn't be where we are. So it's down to them now, and it's down to teamwork. It's great. I have a serious bunch of people behind me. Very lucky.
And happy the way things are going so far.
Oh, delighted with them. Last year was a fantastic festival, and this year I think we've outdone ourselves again, so I'm delighted with it.
Well, I'm with Father Judge, the parish priest of Crossmolina. How important is this festival for a town like Crossmolina?
Very important, because it brings all the people together, all the communities together, all the various groups, and we have an amazing group of people involved on the committee. They're just energetic. Their energy is something else. Just work.
And you've been involved a long time with the festival as well, haven't you?
Yeah, since I came to Crossmolina, I've been involved with the festival committee, and especially in the last few years. And they start work early in the year, but on other events during the year, like the St. Patrick's Lights Parade, Halloween, Christmas, they're really on the go all the time. But the highlight is the festival for this week. Crossmolina is the main church here in the town. We have Eshkra out the road. We have Kilmurray, which we're doing up at the moment. We'll be opening that in September. And Keena, a lovely church in Keena as well, and a great community. And we're celebrating the centenary there this time next year. So it's just a great community of everyone together, young and old mixing. And there's a great energy between the whole lot of them, and everyone supports one another.
I've been in business here 2 years in Sticksbar here across Malina. It's a good community here, good people around, and there's something for everyone as well. So it's trying to keep everyone happy with the music, and so we have something for young and old here.
Of course, this is a well-known live entertainment venue, Sticks.
That's right. We have rock, different from rock and country upstairs every now and then. Over the festival there, we had the White Cakes. They were playing upstairs here Saturday night, so we had a bit of a rock night, and then on Friday night we had a Mexican theme night. So that was a bit interesting. Last year we went Hawaiian, so this year we said we go Mexican, which people actually really enjoy, and it's just something different. And they were all with their sombreros there last night, and then we had country evening. Then so we had a classic music evening. So we had a mixture for all ages. So it's very good. Yeah.
How important is the festival for you and your business?
Oh, it's very important. It's like it's something to look forward to, and everyone around the area, they all really enjoy themselves, and it's just great to see that you can give something back, and you know that there's people are going to be there and supporting you, and the weather like this, I suppose, always helps as well, bringing them out in force.
So you'll have a busy couple of days and nights.
Busy, very busy. Hopefully now, as usually all the communities around the area come out and support each other. So. We hope to see everyone from around Mayo and throughout.
I would imagine it must be great to see a town pick itself up after the horrendous flooding there a year or two ago, and now see it absolutely looking fantastic this week in the sun.
Yeah, I know it hit it hard now, the floods. I have to say now everyone was devastated. It was tough now to go through it. But again, it's the community that's involved in it. Like when the flood went out and the flood was so bad, and you're opening your door, your pub or your shop in the town, and you see all the people out with brushes ready to help, and brush it's just that's the type of community it is, and that's why we're back to where we are. So it's a credit to them.
Micheál, you've been involved in business here a couple of years in Crossmolina.
Yeah, I've been involved in business here in Crossmolina since 2002. I came back from England and I opened a quarry here, and we're at the recycling as well in outside Crossmolina there. We have about 5 people employed in the place. My own sons is involved in it, and wife is involved in it. We've local people working for us in it. It's good. It's good to be back here and to be involved in the town of Crossmolina where I was brought up. It was a dream of mine to come back and open a business here to employ people and to have something to look back on. You
have a number of trucks now in that, and you're in the recycling business as well.
That's right. We have a good lot of lorries on the road. We're in recycling, we're into ready-mix concrete, we do a lot of topsoil and coloured stone for drives. We do various different things back there in the quarry. As I said, and we get good support from the local people in Crossmolina and all the surrounding area. It's nice to see the town progressing. It's not nice to see a place that you're living in that there's nothing happening. It's nice to come in here, especially on a day like this, to come in and see that there's so many people around the town and enjoying themselves. I like to be involved in it. It's good.
And just on that, what is your involvement now? You're sponsoring in one particular event.
Yeah, I sponsored the Nathan Rose there. I've done it this past 2 years, sponsored the Nathan Rose, and I like to be involved in it because it's good to see that things is progressing here in this town.
Yeah, and of course it's upwards and onwards now, and the business is growing, and you're giving employment to local people, keeping them in the area, which is very important.
Yeah, we're keeping them in the area. It's all local people we have, and my own son's keeping them here rather than letting them go to England. I spent 20 years myself in England. I enjoyed the 20 years there, but I'm enjoying it here now, the rest of it. And it's nice to see a lot of the local. What our aim is, if we could get more local people to be working with us, and that rather than them having to go away, it's nice to keep them in the community.
Vicky, my boss, and the husband Eamon asked me would I go in for the Nathan Rose. So I said, do you know what, I'll give it a go and sure we'll see how it goes. So I went in for the Nathan Rose this year, and I won it not so long ago, so happy out. So I made up a song about the pub called Down the Tatch Bar, and I sang that and I got all the community up dancing away with it. So I think I went to wish it and I won, so it's a privilege to be the Nathan Rose this year, getting involved in the community spirit, and it's great, so it is. It's an honour for me.
So you're the Nathan Rose now for the year.
I am.
And what will you be doing? What kind of jobs now will you be doing, and what will you have to do as the Nathan Rose?
So for the Nathan Rose, I'll be going to different events. So I've been going to different events throughout the week, and it's been fantastic. Meeting new people, greeting everyone into the town. It's fantastic. And I'll be going on for the Mayo Rose now next year. So you never know. Maybe we might go a bit further to Tralee. You never know yet. But no, it's great. So it is, getting involved in the community spirit, and it's a fantastic town to be in. So it is.
Do you enjoy being a barmaid?
I do. I love it. I have the crack with everyone in the pub. I get everyone, and I sing a few tunes now and again when they want me to go up at the end of the night. I love working there. It's fantastic. And the Vicky and Eamon, they're privileged to work for. They're lovely people. So they are.
Well, congratulations on winning
you.
the Nathan Rose. Would you give us a bar or two of the song that you won the competition with?
I will, yeah. There's Kaylee going on tonight. The Paddens plays their band very bright. The crowd all dancing with the light. Down in the Thatch Bar, you! Jigs and reels were flying past. Sure, give us a waltz if it's not too fast. I don't think my feet will last. Down in the Thatch Bar. It's 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. All the women are on the floor, swinging up and swinging it back, driving him and more bloody mad. It's 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. The crowd were yelling out for more. The place was rocking, what a laugh, down in the Thatch Bar. You!
Oh, Bullabus,
Thank
well
you,
done.
thank you.
Well done. Vivian, where exactly are we?
Well, Henry, we're just outside of Crossmalina, about a mile from the town, and we're here on the shores of Lough Conn. We call this Gertner Abbey Pier, and it's a hidden gem, and we have our natural beauty just surrounding us here. We're blessed. We've Nathan in the background, and leading out onto Lough Conn, which is about 9 miles wide and 5 miles long. It's a great resource for fishing, for canoeing, for boating. It's a beautiful, beautiful resource, and it's really like a hidden gem, as I say, and people don't know about it, but I would encourage anybody coming to the town to take a trip down here. They can jump off the pier for a splash, go out in a boat. We have a canoe club that meet here on Sundays also. In the 1980s, actually, Lough Conn was one of the best places to come fishing, and then it dwindled a little bit, but now thankfully in the latter years, fishing numbers and stock numbers has gone up. So we have annual fishing events, and people from all over Ireland come to, particularly Whit Weekend and June Bank Holiday, come here to fish.
We've just had a junior angling competition as part of the festival, and the local club, Conn and Cullen Anglers, run the competition every year to get all the kids interested. Like when you have a lake like Lough Conn, basically at a young age, you try and get them out there and enjoy the amenity that's in it, like, you know. So,
And what's the fishing like in general here on Lough Conn?
the fishing is very good. As you know, Conn is one of the premier trout lakes in the world, not alone in Ireland. And fishing starts in 15th of February and goes on until the end of September. There's trout is the main quarry out there. People come from all over the world to fish it. Salmon fishing, pike fishing, but in general it's classed as one of the great western lakes in Connacht, and it truly is one of the best lakes. And for yourself that wouldn't know the area, you could hire a local boatman that would have knowledge of the lake and flies to fish and all that sort of thing, and he'd take you on a tour of the lake.
We're very blessed in North Mayo. We have the most wonderful landscape between our natural boglands of dating back to Neolithic times, with first farmers arriving to North Mayo about 20 miles from here. But hidden away from that, then up here near Crossmalina, we've a lot of monastic sites. Eruagh Abbey just across the lake there, about 5 miles across the lake. Ennisco House, or Georgian House, where in 1798 the French landed up, and we can follow the route of the French from Killala to Ennisco. But there is a lot of of historical sites around here. And also at Ennisco we have the genealogical group, North Muir Heritage Centre. So again, we have celebrated all our heritage, and people can visit the museum and the Heritage Centre, and also the organic garden right beside it. So we're very blessed around here in North Muir, and particularly just outside Crossmalina where all this can take place. As I say, Nathan, we've had our Nathan Climbs, and Lahardon host quite close to us here a Nathan Climb also. So it's an unspoilt jewel in the crown. And also we'd like to mention Nathan's Haven. It's our new tourism group that is trying to promote this unique region from not just Crossmalina, but from Lahardon, Crossmalina, Arda, Kilfine, Moygauna, and along there all these groups of people coming together to bring it up, put a mark it on the map.
Plan for the rest of the day, we're going down to Abbeytown. They're down there all morning setting up their tents and the rodeo bull and the bouncing castles and a fantastic barbecue done by Mary and James and John and the whole lot of them. There'll be burgers and food there, and it's a free event all day long.
We are all here today to celebrate and to enjoy the Family Fun Day, the annual Family Fun Day that we hold every year. And as you can see, we have a huge crowd here today, a beautiful setting, a beautiful day, and everyone is enjoying themselves. And we have tried to improve the day today by introducing a novelty knockout challenge, which incorporates a lot of novelty events like the sumo wrestling, the rodeo bull, the hang bear, the buzzer, foot soccer, everything in that. And kids here with squirting guns, the whole lot, and it's proven to be a huge success. There's loads and loads of people here, and everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. There's loads of fun and food and drink and everything for everybody.
Martin, I believe you're the man responsible for having Crossmalina looking so great for the festival.
Well, I do a lot of work around the Crossmalina area and the community. I get a lot of work from them, all the painting shops and pubs and all that, so I'm thankful for that as well.
So what are you at today? You're not actually painting today, you have another role today.
Another role today, we do this every year in Abbeytown, the barbecue, and I like to help out in it, and that's what we're at today.
Quite a queue queuing up here for burgers and food.
Quite a queue, we'll get around 400 burgers I'd say, at least today, no bother, and 200 sausages and whatever else with it.
And how's the festival going in general, Martin?
The festival is very good. We started off there on Wednesday night above in Rake Street, and we had a barbecue there as well, and since that night it's gone very well.
Ebony and ivory, joined together in perfect harmony, side by my piano, keyboard, oh Lord, don't go for me.
Obviously, ladies, you're enjoying the festival.
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
And the weather makes it even better again.
Yeah, super. There'll be nowhere else as good as this in the world today.
Yeah. Same place, same time next year, come back.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Halifax in Yorkshire originally, but I've lived here in Crossmalina for the last 12 years.
Look, we all have our own problems, but you look at,
And
today's we're never as lucky to get me, I tell you.
And today's a big day now, Family Day.
Oh, it is. You can look around you now. Hundreds of people here. It's a great day. Super day. It's been a great festival.
I'm from Crossmalina myself, yeah, I'm from around here, so yeah, fantastic, fabulous day.
And do you enjoy the festival every year?
Every year is fantastic, it's great crowds out, fantastic, yeah, couldn't ask for better.
So where is it happening tonight?
Tonight it's in O'Malley's Bar and Grill in up the town there, and the singing pub's final is on, where there's about 8 or 9 contestants taking part in that, and a winner will be announced on the night, where they'll win €1,000, and we might take part, Louise, with that.
I was going to say, I heard you singing. I'm surprised you're not in the competition.
We'll be the wild card tonight.
I know.
What do you think?
We'd win hands down.
We could put our names in, yeah. That's
we can't be winning everything, Eileen.
Do you know, we'll go and we'll do it now.
I know.
Well, I'm considered a local now. I'm living in Mayo for the last 20 years. I'm originally from Kerry, met this man here, my husband. We're coming to the festival for the last 10 years. It's a fantastic event. It's great to bring people into the community where you do family events and you have a bit of fun and meet new people as well along the way. People would come here to the Abbeytown community, the community, do everything voluntary, and the community spirit really comes alive here. I suppose a lot of small towns can get lost, especially in the west of Ireland. But what's unique to the west of Ireland, and particularly Crossmolina, is the community spirit, where people come out, from young to old, and enjoy the day and just enjoy chatting and meeting people,
I presume a lot of people come home as well for the festival, their annual holidays.
Oh yeah, you'll see families, extended members of families and visitors, and they'll plan their holidays around this time. They'll come home and you meet lots of people out and about during the festival.
A lot of people have roots here, and a lot of families are beginning to return. So there's a new kind of energy. And next year we're celebrating the Year of the Family, when Pope Francis hopefully will be coming to Ireland this time next year. And we're launching it on the 3rd of September in Ballina in the Bishop's House for the Year of the Family. So the festival next year is going to be focused on family, and we probably will be having a family come home week here in Crossmolina to celebrate the Year of the Family.
And what do you enjoy mostly about the festival?
Just being with the people, because people give you energy.
To see people enjoying themselves, that's the most thing I see. I like to see people out and having a crack. It's all about fun and crack, and that's what it's about.
Well, what a fantastic festival, and congratulations to the organising committee. As you can see, everybody had a wonderful time. Well, just before we go, can I just remind you that coming up after the break, we'll be crossing over to join Martin Logan once again in Manchester, who has some more great stories featuring the Irish community in the UK. We're going to leave you now with a very talented local group from Crossmolina called Irish Eyes, and here they are with a selection of tunes. So until next week, at the same time, Slán go fóill.
Collins Music Castlebar, suppliers of musical instruments and books for over 100 years. Collins Music Castlebar, suppliers of musical instruments and books for over 100 years.